Drew Blythe Barrymore is an American actress. She is the recipient of numerous accolades, including a Golden Globe and a Screen Actors Guild Award, as well as 5 Emmy Award nominations and a BAFTA nomination. She is a member of the Barrymore family of actors, and the granddaughter of John Barrymore. Barrymore achieved fame as a child actress with her role in E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial. Following a highly publicized childhood marked by drug and alcohol abuse, she released an autobiography Little Girl Lost. She then appeared in a string of successful films throughout the 1990s, including Poison Ivy, Boys on the Side, Mad Love, Batman Forever, Scream and Ever After. Barrymore starred with Adam Sandler on a few films: The Wedding Singer, 50 First Dates and Blended. Her other films include Firestarter, Never Been Kissed, Charlie's Angels, Donnie Darko, Riding in Cars with Boys, Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, Fever Pitch, Music and Lyrics, Going the Distance, Big Miracle and Miss You Already. She also starred in her directorial debut film Whip It. She received a SAG Award and a Golden Globe for her performance in Grey Gardens. She starred in the Netflix series Santa Clarita Diet, and hosts her syndicated talk show The Drew Barrymore Show. Barrymore is the founder of the production company Flower Films. It produced several projects in which she has starred. In 2013, she launched a range of cosmetics under the Flower banner, which has grown to include lines in makeup, perfume and eyewear. Her other business ventures include a range of wines and a clothing line. E. Page Dutton published a collection of Barrymore's autobiographical essays in a book titled Wildflower in 2015. Barrymore received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2004. Early life ancestry 1980s. Her career began at 11 months, when she appeared in a dog food commercial. She was nipped by her canine co-star, to which she merely laughed and was hired for the job. After her film debut with a small role in Altered States, she played Gertie in E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial. Spielberg felt that she had the right imagination for her role after she impressed him with a story that she led a punk rock band. E.T. is the highest-grossing film of the 1980s and made her one of the most famous child actors of the time. Barrymore won a Young Artist Award for Best Supporting Actress. Barrymore soon appeared on the November 20, 1982 edition of Saturday Night Live. At just 7 years of age, Barrymore became the youngest person to ever guest host the NBC sketch comedy series. In the 1984 horror film adaptation of Stephen King's 1980 novel Firestarter, Barrymore played a girl with pyrokinesis who becomes the target of a secret government agency known as the Shop. The same year, she played a young girl divorcing her famous parents in Irreconcilable Differences, for which she was nominated for her first Golden Globe Award for Best Supporting Actress. In a review in the Chicago Sun-Times, Roger Ebert stated, "Barrymore is the right actress for this role precisely because she approaches it with such grave calm." Barrymore endured a troubled youth and continued acting during the decade. She starred in the 1985 anthology horror film Cat's Eye, also written by King. The film received positive reviews and Barrymore was nominated for a Young Artist Award for Best Leading Young Actress. In 1988, she tested for Cecile in Dangerous Liaisons after Sarah Jessica Parker turned it down but lost the role to Uma Thurman. She starred in the 1989 romantic comedy film See You in the Morning. Vincent Canby of The New York Times criticized the "fashionable phoniness" of the film, but positively singled out Barrymore for her performance. After her 12-day rehab treatment at the ASAP Family Treatment Center in Van Nuys, California, Barrymore starred in Far From Home as a teenager who gets stranded with her father in the small town in a remote part of the desert. The film went largely unnoticed by audiences and received negative reviews from critics, who dismissed the sexual portrayal of her role. 1990s Barrymore's rebelliousness played itself out on screen and in print. She forged an image as a manipulative teenage seductress, beginning with Poison Ivy, which was a box office failure, but was popular on video and cable. Her character, Ivy, was ranked at number 6 on the list of the top 26 bad girls of all time by Entertainment Weekly. In 1992, Barrymore was 17 when she posed nude with her then-fiancé, actor Jamie Walters, for the cover of the July issue of Interview magazine. She also appeared nude in pictures inside the issue. In the 1992 film Guncrazy, Barrymore played a teenager who kills her abusive stepfather for using a gun. Variety remarked that she "pulls off impressively" her character, and Barrymore was nominated for the Golden Globe Award for her performance. In 1993, she took on the role of the younger sister of a murdered ballerina in No Place to Hide and starred as a writer followed by what is apparently her evil twin in Doppelganger. Both thrillers were panned by critics and failed to find an audience. She appeared in the Western film Bad Girls, which follows 4 former prostitutes on the run following a justifiable homicide and prison escape.
Roger Ebert, in his review for the film, wrote for Chicago Sun-Times, "What a good idea, to make a Western about 4 tough women.
And what a sad movie." When Barrymore was 19, she posed nude for the January 1995 issue of Playboy.
Director Steven Spielberg, who was also her godfather, gave her a quilt for her 20th birthday with a note that read, "Cover yourself up." Enclosed were copies of her Playboy pictures. The pictures had been altered by his art department so that she appeared fully clothed. While appearing in The Late Show with David Letterman, Barrymore climbed onto the desk, flashed her breasts to David Letterman and gave him a kiss on the cheek as a birthday present. She modeled in a series of Guess? Jeans ads during this time. In Boys on the Side, Barrymore played a pregnant girl who wants to escape from her abusive boyfriend. The film went little seen in theaters but was positively received by critics. That same year, she briefly appeared in Joel Schumacher's film Batman Forever, as Sugar, a mall to Two-Face. In 1996, she made a brief but notable appearance in Wes Craven's slasher Scream. Barrymore read the film's script and was interested in being involved, approaching the production team herself to request a role. The producers were quick to take advantage of her unexpected interest, and signed her to play the lead role of Sidney Prescott, but when she was faced with unexpected commitments, she instead played the smaller role of Casey Becker and the lead role was given to Party of Five star Neve Campbell. Scream was released to critical acclaim and made $173 million worldwide. By the mid and late 1990s, Barrymore re-established her image and continued to be a highly bankable star. In The Wedding Singer, Barrymore played Julia Sullivan, the love interest of Robbie Hart. Variety found the film to be a spirited, funny and warm saga that serves them up in a new way that enhances their most winning qualities. Budgeted at $18 million, the film grossed $123.3 million internationally. Barrymore starred in 2 other 1998 film releases, Home Fries and Ever After. Home Fries saw her play a pregnant woman unknowingly falling for the stepson of the deceased father of her baby. In the romantic drama Ever After, inspired by the fairy tale Cinderella, she took on the leading role. The film, which made $98 million globally, served as a reminder, according to Roger Ebert, of how well she can hold the screen and involve us in her characters. Barrymore voiced the title role of an anthropomorphic Jack Russell Terrier in the television Christmas special Olive, the Other Reindeer, for which she was nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award. After establishing Flower Films, Barrymore and Nancy Juvenin produced the company's first film, Never Been Kissed, in which Barrymore played an insecure copy editor for the Chicago Sun-Times enrolling in high school as part of assigned research. While reviews from critics were mixed, CNN noted, "There are 2 words which describe why this film works: Drew Barrymore." Her comedic timing and willingness to go all out in her quest for a laugh combined to make Never Been Kissed a gratifying movie-going experience. The film was a commercial success, grossing $84.5 million. 2000s in Charlie's Angels, Barrymore, Cameron Diaz and Lucy Liu played the trio of investigators in Los Angeles. The film was a major box office success and helped solidify the standing between Barrymore and the company. Barrymore starred in Riding in Cars with Boys, as a teenage mother in a failed marriage with the drug-addicted father. When the production of Richard Kelly's Donnie Darko was threatened, Barrymore stepped forward with financing from the company, and played the title character's English teacher. Although the film was less than successful at the box office in the wake of 9/11, it reached cult status after the DVD release, inspiring numerous websites devoted to unraveling the plot twists and meanings. In 2002, Barrymore starred in George Clooney's directorial debut Confessions of a Dangerous Mind, based on the autobiography of television producer Chuck Barris. In 2003, she reprised her role as Dylan Sanders in Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, and starred with Ben Stiller in Duplex. Flower Films and Happy Madison Productions produced 50 First Dates, in which Barrymore took on the role of a woman with short-term memory loss, and who is the love interest of a Marine veterinarian. Summing up Barrymore's appeal, Roger Ebert, in his review for the film, remarked that Barrymore displayed a smiling, coy sincerity, in what he described as an ingratiating and lovable film. 50 First Dates was a commercial success. It made $120.9 million United States dollars in North America and $196.4 million United States dollars worldwide.
In the American adaptation of the 1997 eponymous British remake Fever Pitch, Barrymore played the love interest of an immature schoolteacher. The film grossed a modest $50 million United States dollars worldwide and had generally favorable reviews by critics who felt it has enough charm and on-screen chemistry between to make it a solid hit.
She and Hugh Grant starred in Music and Lyrics, which focuses on the relationship that evolves between a former pop music idol and an aspiring writer as they struggle to compose a song for a reigning pop diva.
The romantic comedy, released in February 2007, received largely positive reviews, with The Washington Post finding the two to be great together in it. The film was a commercial success, grossing $145 million United States dollars globally.
In Curtis Hanson's 2007 film Lucky You, Barrymore played an aspiring singer and the subject of the affections of a talented poker player, and also reunited with Never Been Kissed director Raja Gosnell for the commercial hit Beverly Hills Chihuahua, in which she voiced the titular character, a richly pampered pet who gets dognapped in Mexico and has to escape from an evil Doberman. In 2009, Barrymore starred in the ensemble comedy He's Just Not That Into You, which received mixed reviews, partly due to her limited time on screen, while it grossed $178 million United States dollars worldwide. She played the lead role of Edith Bouvier-Beale, the daughter of Edith Ewing Bouvier-Beale, in the HBO film Grey Gardens, directed by Michael Sucksee and based on the 1975 documentary of the same name. The television film was a huge success, winning 5 Primetime Emmy Awards and 2 Golden Globe Awards. Rolling Stone writer Peter Travels found Barrymore to be a «revelation» in her role. Barrymore received a nomination for the 2009 Emmy Award for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Miniseries or a Movie. She won the Golden Globe Award for Best Actress, Miniseries or Television Film and won the Screen Actors Guild for Outstanding Performance by a Female Actor in a Television Movie or Miniseries award. Barrymore starred in her directorial debut film Whip It. It follows a high schooler ditching the teen beauty pageant scene and participating in an Austin roller derby league. Barrymore worked with screenwriter Shauna Cross for months on script revisions, with Barrymore pushing her to avoid her story's tidier prospects, to make things more raw and open-ended. While the film found limited box office receipts, it was favorably received. According to review aggregation website Rotten Tomatoes, critics agreed that her directorial debut has enough charm, energy, and good-natured humor to transcend its many clichés. For her venture, Barrymore garnered nominations for a Bronze Horse at the Stockholm Film Festival and for the Edith Female Focus Award at the 2009 Alliance of Women Film Journalists. In Everybody's Fine, Barrymore played the daughter of a recently widowed retiree. The drama flopped at the box office, but Stephen Holden for The New York Times considered Barrymore as ingenuous as ever, in what he described as a small role. 2010's Barrymore starred with Justin Long in Nanette Burstein's film Going the Distance. It follows a couple dealing the ups and downs of a long-distance relationship, while commuting between New York City and San Francisco. It garnered generally mixed reviews by critics, who summed it as timelier and a little more honest than most romantic comedies, and budgeted at $32 million United States dollars. The film made $40 million United States dollars at the worldwide box office. On August 2, 2011, Barrymore directed the music video for the song Our Deal for the band Best Coast, which features Chloe Grace Moritz, Miranda Cosgrove, Tyler Posey, Donald Glover, Shailene Woodley and Alia Shawkat. Barrymore starred with John Krasinski in Big Miracle, which covers Operation Breakthrough, the 1988 international effort to rescue gray whales from being trapped in ice near Point Barrow, Alaska. The film saw her play Rachel Crameron, based on Greenpeace activist Cindy Lowry. Despite a positive critical reception, the film flopped at the box office. In Blended, Barrymore played Lauren Reynolds, a recently divorced woman ending up on a family resort with Jim Friedman. Film critic James Berardinelli dismissed the hit-and-miss humor of the story and wrote that, as are concerned, the third time is definitely not the charm, as part of an overall lukewarm critical response.
The film, however, ultimately only grossed $128 million worldwide. She and Toni Collette starred in Miss You Already, as two longtime friends whose relationship is put to the test when one starts a family and the other becomes ill. Reviewers embraced the film, while it received a limited theatrical release. In the Netflix original television series Santa Clarita Diet, Barrymore played a real estate agent who, after experiencing a physical transformation into a zombie, starts craving human flesh. Along with co-star Timothy Olyphant, Barrymore served as an executive producer on the single-camera series, which was favorably received upon its premiere. Rolling Stone felt that, much of comes down to the uncrushable Drew Barrymore charm, and furthermore remarked, "The show is a welcome comeback for Barrymore, the eternally beloved grunge-era wild thing. It's not just her big move into TV, but her first high-profile performance anywhere in years." In a way, it circles back to the role she was doing in the early, playing deadly vixens in flicks like Guncrazy or Doppelganger. 2020's Barrymore starred in Jamie Babbitt's film The Stand-In. It was set to premiere at the Tribeca Film Festival in April 2020, but was cancelled due to the COVID-19 pandemic. On September 14, 2020, Barrymore premiered a syndicated daytime talk show, The Drew Barrymore Show. On March 11, 2021, Barrymore said she is taking an indefinite hiatus from acting. Image and fashion Barrymore became a CoverGirl cosmetics model and spokeswoman in 2007. In February 2015, she remained one of the faces of CoverGirl, alongside Queen Latifah and Taylor Swift. The company partnered with her because she emulates the iconic image of CoverGirl with her fresh, natural beauty and energetic yet authentic spirit, said Esi Eggleston Bracey, Vice President and General Manager of CoverGirl Cosmetics North America. She brought not only her personality into this endorsement but also her creative side, as she also helped create the ads. She was number 1 in People's annual 100 Most Beautiful People list in 2007. Later, she was named the new face for the Gucci jewelry line. As a model, Barrymore signed a contract with IMG Models New York City. She also was a spokeswoman for Crocs. Barrymore launched a women's fashion line in fall 2017 in conjunction with Amazon.com called Dear Drew, which featured a pop-up shop in New York City that opened in November. In May 2007, Barrymore was named Ambassador Against Hunger for the United Nations World Food Programme and later donated $1 million to the cause. As a guest photographer for a magazine series called, They Shoot New York, she appeared on the cover holding a Pentax K1000 film camera. She expressed hopes of exposing her work in a gallery one day, as she had documented the most recent decade of her life with a Pentax camera. Personal life. When she was 16 in 1991, Barrymore became engaged to Leland Hayward, namesake and grandson of Hollywood producer Leland Hayward. The engagement was called off a few months later. Barrymore was engaged to and lived with musician and actor Jamie Walters from 1992 to 1993. Barrymore married her first husband, Welsh-born Los Angeles bar owner Jeremy Thomas, on March 20, 1994. She filed for divorce from him less than 2 months later. In late 1994, Barrymore began dating Hole guitarist Eric Erlandson, followed by MTV host and comedian Tom Green in 1999. She and Green were engaged in July 2000 and married a year later. Together, they starred in Charlie's Angels and Green's directorial film debut, Freddie Got Fingered. Green filed for divorce in December 2001, which was finalized on October 15, 2002. In 2002, Barrymore began dating the Strokes drummer Fabrizio Moretti shortly after they met at a concert. Their relationship ended in January 2007. She began dating Justin Long, but they broke up in July 2008. Barrymore and Long reunited while filming Going the Distance in 2009, before breaking up again the following year. In early 2011, Barrymore began dating art consultant Will Kopelman, the son of former Chanel CEO Ari Kopelman. The couple announced their engagement in January 2012, and married on June 2, 2012, in Montecito, California. 4 days later, the couple's wedding image appeared on the cover of People magazine. Barrymore and Kopelman have 2 daughters, Olive born in 2012 and Frankie in 2014. On April 2, 2016, Barrymore and Kopelman released a statement confirming they had separated and intended to divorce. On July 15, 2016, Barrymore officially filed for divorce, which was finalized on August 3, 2016. In an interview with ContactMusic.com in 2003, Barrymore said that she had always considered herself bisexual, as she said, "I love a woman's body. I think a woman and a woman together are beautiful, just as a man and a woman together are beautiful. Being with a woman is like exploring your own body, but through someone else." Barrymore is the godmother of Frances Bean Cobain, the daughter of Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love. Barrymore eats a plant-based diet. Awards, honors and nominations. In 1999, Barrymore was honored by the Young Artist Foundation with its Former Child Star, Lifetime Achievement, Award commemorating her outstanding achievements within the film industry as a child actress. For her contributions to the film industry, Barrymore received a Motion Picture Star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2004. Her star is located at 6925 Hollywood Boulevard. Her films compiled a worldwide box office gross that stood at over $2.3 billion US dollars. According to The Hollywood Reporter's annual Star Salary Top 10, she was tied for 8th place on the Top 10 list of actresses' salaries, commanding $10 to $12 million per film for 2006. Barrymore became the youngest person to have hosted Saturday Night Live, having hosted on November 20, 1982, at 7 years of age, a record that still remains unbroken as of 2021. On February 3, 2007, Barrymore hosted SNL for the 5th time, making her the second female host in the show's history to do so. She hosted again on October 10, 2009, becoming the first female to host 6 times.